everybody? How you guys doing today? I have your messages for today. I'm Miss Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of ya. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with before you go. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're interested in getting your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. If you're interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available while we have the bottom in the description. Also, super chats are also available while we are live. If you don't mind, hit that heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube. Seven of emotions. It's a lot of fishy shit going on here. Every week there's something new happening, every day really, because something is invasion, something is a boundary, something is violated, and something is one's dominance over something. Somebody is definitely, yeah, somebody is definitely wanting somebody is definitely wanting to confuse somebody here with their emotions. Somebody wants to have somebody in their feelings. When it comes to appearances, when it came to them doing something without a risk, but it was risky. Dominance. Somebody that wanted to save a video game host. Somebody wanted to save somebody. Now they regretting what they did. Yeah, domino effect. It looked like three of inspiration. What they was inspired by is now having that domino effect on them. Yeah, shit. Look at all this black and white shit. One is the lighted path. See, what happened with this message here is, I gotta tell you, somebody took a stampede of choices. Something is very something is very suitable here when it comes to somebody to do shit epic. Divorce settles with his friend. This is monkey in the middle shit here. The rebound is, it says false for many. So we got Iron Man, Hulk, and Spider-Man in one. We got Barbie video game hero. And we got Captain America that's down bad. Over his emotions, over the queen of emotions. You can't get there from here when it comes to risk-free appearance and problems. Shaq said, it was a willful decision for you to make that decision to go over here. But now that the domino effect has started, affecting you, once it starts, it can't stop. Because now here comes the stampede right here. This tells me where it's repeating. Somebody's definitely really triggered her. A masculine energy when it comes to a praise dance, muse of voices. The voice of reason is really talking now about how they violated a situation or a subject. How this monkey in the middle shit was real epic on their behalf. Dark voices. Yeah, that shit is really. See, they didn't really want. See, all these rays. Look at this shit. Like, this shit really. See, see, this right here is them in their seven emotions. Eight, because seven emotions and eight. This went from the seven to the eight real quick. It went light and dark real quick, right? And then the queen of voices to the seven of materials, because it was all for the look of something, for the material gain, really. When it came to these roses, those roses really smell like poo, 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 poo. Yeah, those roses was really smelling like poo. Because see, when it came to see, this is definitely following right behind it. And then the eight of emotions said they went down the whole rabbit hole with somebody or something. That's what I said. Yeah, four of emotions. Yeah, and then when they got there, and after they made the choice of being monkey in the middle, nine of emotions in reverse. They couldn't take the shit back. That's what happened. They couldn't take that shit back. Once they did it, it was seen. Yeah, because some more material shit here is, especially once this. Because see, this is supposed to be the prize horse. This supposed to was the prize, right? But whoever they picked ain't the prize. Because you the prize. The queen of emotions. And this is what they're emotional about right now of you. These two do match because they can't come in and you know, and like this. They can't come in like that and cash in on some 10 of inspirations. They didn't catch, like, so like they thinking about a domino effect, like how they should have just came in and spin on you. Like, this is like they should have been like lovers, nine of swords, and a phony trickster with illusions and it's backstabbing. So they backstabbed you here because that's what I got: pain, cheating, and massive regrets. Those are the two things I got right now. And then meditating, and then cup half empty or half full. But this is also saying that was a luxury. Somebody could have had a choice of two different men, but this is also telling me that somebody could have been same sex, some half full, half empty type situation too. Somebody that's they ashamed of something here for turning their back on you for something, for somebody that was even phony when they got where they went with a situation or a circumstance. Somebody that was deceiving them. Somebody that was playing mind games. Somebody that was just in the love bombing them. So like, that's who this Barbie video game, because she was playing this person a video game. She was a trickster too. Whoever this is for of emotions, this person that they is in their emotion with destiny, where they tried to take somebody and swap somebody for you or them, you. But spirit is telling me about following what you feel here, and they listen to what they thought they knew, or that what insight they got from others here. But instead of listening to their guide here for their destiny or their purpose, you are manifesting. So they manifested some third party into reality, which that was supposed to have been the stallion, right? That was supposed to have been something that was supposed to have been they was horsing around with, you know what I mean? She was supposed to have been the prize horse at that time, or that person was supposed to have been the prize horse that time. Like, you know, somebody that was supposed to have been a thoroughbred, somebody that was supposed to have been thorough with you at that point. Somebody says that the energy says that the inner whisper are helping you to create all that it is that you're desiring. But listen, learn, and follow your soul here. So somebody that was on a soulless mission to sabotage and self-destruct, is now in massive regret for following some kind of fairy tale. Life is always happening for me. I am allowing myself to lean into what feels good. So they leaned into what was feeling good with no interest right here. This is what they leaned into, to something that has had no interest. Somebody that was actually frozen against them. Somebody that was actually somebody that they should have ran from when it came to the leap of faith that they took her. Because it was all about somebody pitying the fool, somebody that was just reaping what they sowed by they took this leap of faith. And everyone that took this leap of faith reaped what they sowed for leaping. Here. Some do celebrations. These were some celebrations that they really wish they really didn't leap into with this situation or circumstance. Somebody that had a dark trait when it came to somebody that was desperate. And this is when they declared themselves desperate. Man or woman, woman or man. This is when they declared. This is when playing spot got spotted right here when it came to desperate situations. Surprise, people are more honest than we expected, right? Because this person didn't expect for you to actually see them in their truth, right? And how desperate and thirsty and how, for the streets they truly were. Man or woman, woman or man, you know what I mean? Because you play spot and spot had no interest in, stopping what they were doing, you know what I mean? Because these voices said, they were even inner voices, you know what I mean? Screaming for, like, more, type shit. Like, because they declared themselves desperate in this situation or circumstance. That was their destiny to be, because in their defense, they said that in my defense, I was left unsupervised. They were left unsupervised. And so when they became unsupervised, meaning left to their own, like trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho or, the Superman hero, syndrome, we're going to play Peter Pan because we are in a, a fairy tale. Like Jack Skeleton says, like, all you had was bones stacked up for you. It had no really real interest in nothing more than nothing less. Because this was really some dark traits that this person had or has. And somebody's sitting here crying about something here too. When it comes to a house ain't a home when y'all not together. No matter what, he crying for you. I gotta say this person that chose somebody over you, because you home for this person. Unexpected income, and they got something, and they fucked off on their money. They whatever they income, whatever was unexpected or whatever was they got a rise on, they fucked that shit off. Like they had 10 of wands. They it was a deception. They fucked off. They fucked over it. Over that money. 8 of materials. They ain't getting nothing out of that shit at all. They probably smoked it up, sucked it up, drugged it up. High priestess say, they did nothing with it. Spend it all. Play sugar daddy with it. Yep, play sugar daddy with it. That's all they did with some money. 8 of emotions, 9 of emotions, 8 of emotions, 9 of emotions. What is this all crossing? What is this crossing? Said they should have had a willful. They had a willful decision that they was going. Getting fat, getting greedy. 8 of swords. 8 of swords said that they was blinded to the truth of how greedy they really were. And now, sitting in their own mess, they get to see their own mess that they created. Like, how around Tokyo, how they was busting it open and bringing it back. Even Tokyo, New York, London, Baltimore, Georgia. They just was busting it all open around the world. And that was with somebody could have been a male stripper, male hoe, it's a man that's doing this. And they did that under some kind of courage, liquid courage. This person could be like intoxicated or odd behavior when it comes to them. This might be something that they might do when they part of their promiscuousness when they get high and under the influence of drugs and alcohol. There's a lot of this on this table. It could be a woman or a man, especially when the sugar daddy came out. But this person was a family man. This person was supposed to be a family man. This person was, the odds were stacked against them when they was living their best life when it came to some kind of hack. and stuff that they was doing for the butt, being a dog when it came to a German Shepherd. Yeah. So somebody's emotional about going down a rabbit hole when it came to a cancer. That's about a good thing, but about something about the fourth. Something happened on the fourth when it came to something about some eclipse, when things got a lunar eclipse. Somebody that would take a plunge here, nestle mode in here, a nesting mode here for taking a plunge. They don't feel guilty if your idea night is to stay in and watch TV. Orphan Black, somebody might be watching that. You're juggling 3 planets in your career. The angles are right now, and you need time to straighten up an indulgence. Your Monday self will thank you. Something about a chance to live longer when it came on board fun and thrills. They was on board with this situation like a dog when it came to a social connection. Hey, I'm a good boy. And so this is somebody giving somebody else attention when it came to monkey in the middle. You're expert at this at the shore in their feelings, tap social connection. This is insight purposely ignored. So this is also July and August. Somebody could be purposely ignoring somebody when it came to who's a good boy. Hey, I'm a good boy too. So the fish is feeling neglected because he's over there giving attention to the dog. But I told you when it came to this energy, life's more fun. And so when the German Shepherd was over here for her butt, somebody over here that was a could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio was feeling neglected and in their feelings and tap social connections when it came to your expert at shore. So somebody was offshore about a situation or a circumstance when it came to sick and tired and enough was enough when it comes to you deserve the best. And when it came to walking away after something was violated here when it came to a lady with the brioche egg of an ancient wisdom. So some kind of knowledge came in, some ancient knowledge, some kind of special when it came to somebody's witchcraft here. Shit. Somebody was sick and tired of something or someone making these hasty moves or somebody coming against a chosen one or the oracle's gift here or something like that. Somebody that set strong boundaries and somebody is ashamed of something that they did or said or were doing behind your back just to get recognition or some kind of because they were purposely doing something here. I want to apologize, you guys, if you guys hear the rain because it is raining here. And I told you, like, it's a difference in a day. If you didn't catch my night live last night, that one was for the red moon, for um, the red moon last night. Yeah, that was a real powerful message. And I wasn't even here on it. I did that just solely with what we were working with. And I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped in and caught that message yesterday. But here we are today. Nevertheless, I don't want to digress because that message was very heavy and it was very dark. And as lighthearted as I was trying to bring that message, it was no lightheartedness in it. And as well, this right here, when this person became dark and this person became desperate when it came to a reason why you walked away, because you deserve the best. And somebody who was sick and tired of trying or not even trying, or was sick and tired of trying to, because see, this is a death of a mating. This was somebody that they really like wish they didn't violate. That was somebody that was like something like they shouldn't have, wish they never did that type shit right here. But when they did that, they was only doing that to hide something that they didn't want you to see, is what I hear. Because this came after the home. So this came before. This was something that they was doing before, and this is after, because this is home to them. It's you. But they had to put that in reverse because it's something that they were doing that they didn't want you to know about or find out about. And it had to do with a lifestyle. that they were like they was like they could have been a man sleeping around. It could have been a man sleeping with multiple women, different states, different area codes. So that's how, yeah, this is like hello to healing to this. Aloha. Like, now, hello. Like, somebody really needed to heal something that they were going through here. Yeah, but I gotta say, this is a shallow grave they dug for a situation or a circumstance when it came to um somebody missing you. They dig themselves a shallow grave, especially when they walked away or chose someone over you. Amira, somebody could name Amira, Amira, Maya, somebody that they thought that they had some happiness with. 19, something that this person was an expert, somebody that was in the middle, somebody that they put in the middle. 29, over you, dug a shallow grave for you and them, got in it and went over here to this situation over here because you were already sitting here as the maiden, and they got rid of you and replaced you with hello healing. This is the person that was going to heal them over you, and they got a shame when it came to that. Now it's blocked. That was so they could block it out. Now they feel guilty. They feel these regrets. They feel like they lack mentality. They lack some kind of like, why couldn't I see something here? This person was, they was night, the King of Cups, the King of Wands. They was doing spell magic. Somebody, I gotta tell you, somebody is doing candle magic on you. Red candles, and yeah, and I know that's supposed to be for love, but this is also for, this red candle is in the name of death. They're doing death spells with that. Yeah, because I just got, yeah, they're doing death spells with it. That was the potion, and then I got the witch that's doing it. Somebody with red hair. So somebody that is, and this is the tower against you and them. So that's the home that they didn't want y'all there. There's some spell work being done when it comes to this Papa Legba, or some type of magician or wizard, or some type of Casanova or Don Juan, or some type of something that that they chose. And they, and then High Priestess. Okay, High Priestess, you are here twice. I see you twice, High Priestess. And Nine of Candles. So there was a lot of spell work, signs of synchronicities of this lack mentality here when it came to pouring into something or someone that was only supposed to be here for a season. Yeah, fair weather, pumpkins, not a pumpkins, but this said that this person was so far in their dark night of the soul that, like, even when these storms, that somebody else was having a hand in keeping y'all separate. Lightning, about 6 of a lightning too. That was their shallow victories. All these things that they thought they were striking against you. Do you see? These are those weapons that was striking against you. And this is the candle work that was in reverse when it comes to the 6 of candles. 66 is a reflection here. 7 of candles too, in the upright. And then the 9 of pumpkins, because they thought they was stringing something along, stringing something up. It was to string you along. So I'm going to rephrase or rephrase when it came to a lover. Magician. So that's the king. That's the not the king. That's them. That's them healing. Trying to do spell work. Next, so live. So they're still stirring this cauldron here. When somebody's about to put some pox on somebody. Toxins, pox. Somebody could get somebody an infection. Somebody could get HPV of the throat and end up with throat cancer from having eaten somebody with genital warts in their throat. Lightning. Somebody speaking ill against you. Somebody's lifestyle, about their intoxicated lifestyle. They want to hide that. They didn't want you to know about that. That's crossing. I gotta show you that. That's somebody crossing that with the seven of emotions. Some fishy shit they doing under their liquid courage, dancing on the chandeliers there, and they wanted to put a rest to that, but they also didn't want you to find out that either when they queen of emotions about you finding out about their home because you would be home and some shameful behaviors that they got going on and guilt along with this tower that's going to hit because somebody going to expose it. And it ain't just one thing or another. Something is inspiring this person. And I don't know if it's just liquid courage that's inspiring this person. But whatever it is, it's a domino effect. And it's a big problem. Whatever it is, it's intense. It's like it went from a small thing to a big thing. 9 over 8 to the 9. 8 to the 9. And it should be over because game is over here. But Page is here again under the magician. They ain't taking accountable, take consideration of time either. Some ex is calling, some ex asshole is calling, hey baby. Yeah, somebody that's Four of Pentacles that wants you to be promiscuous. Four of Pentacles. That's still holding on to some bananas or going bananas over some body's banana. And somebody that alienated a subject when it came to a third party. And this situation is alienated because somebody is in the lifestyle. Like somebody like under this influence of booger sugar and shit like that. This person is a big queen. Like this person is like bisexual or like men or something like that. Like dick measuring with different men. A woman could be doing that. But I got a feeling it's a man. Like, and it's because it's like Pac-Man. It's like cautioning somebody. Yeah, and that's the truth. The sun. Somebody fried out here. French fry. Like, that shit is fried. Somebody out here is like, fried. Like, listen. Like, when I say that person is fried, I'm getting Kodak Black fried. You know what I mean? He sometimes know what he doing, but that on a geek day, he geeked. You know what I mean? Something to the point where you be like concerned, like, is bull alright? Is you alright? You know what I mean? You be kind of geeked about it. But they say, yeah, he alright. You know what I mean? He alright. He just putting on this act for a while for the third party, for the community, for the, you know what I mean? For the gram, for the who, for the this. You know what I mean? And this is how that's happened. Because they was putting on for somebody, putting on for their city, putting on for their homies, put me on type shit, put me on. But it was just some rookie shit though. Like Doja said, this was like some rookie shit, and it was like on some creep vibes. But fuck you now, cause you know what I mean. Will they call that an era? Like, nah, they ain't gonna call that no era. They gonna call that motherfucker like a breach. They said that person had breached the situation or circumstance. Something about the silence was key here when it came to how puzzled and how trivia this situation became because of how something got different. Because of differences of an opinions or like lifestyles or one thing versus another. Maybe you like one thing and they don't like that. Maybe it's like apples and oranges. They're not the same at all. You know what I mean? Like they fruit, no, but they ain't the same. Somebody that chose to go with the flow, but now the shit is fading the flow because of how their lack mentality kept them stuck. Now you did it. Somebody that's gonna need a warrant for that. Somebody might get their house raided or buy the book. Something is by the book. I gotta say, something is definitely by the book. Something that they wasn't expect to be by the book. Maybe like you are by the book, like you do things by the book. They know like if you say no to something, like you pretty much is gonna be like staying on like by the book. Like she ain't gonna ban on that one because you know she's by the book, like type shit. Yeah, or somebody might get through the book at them type shit, like put in jail or something like that. Somebody that was right fucking here and they could have stopped what they were doing, but instead of them stopping what they were doing, Now you did it. Like they wouldn't stop a situation or a circumstance. This is the map quest here. So this is the Hierophant of control. They wanted some kind of control over a situation, but make every step count. So they tried to make, they didn't make every step count because another day completely ruined by adult responsibilities, and they're not taking accountability of a oracle's gift when it came to trying to destiny swap with someone here. When it came to tell end of it, you in way too deep. It's a slippery slopes is our head where avalanche could take place. Somebody could fall under an avalanche. Um, Something about submerged when it comes to an iceberg of still submerged deeply. Something is still submerged underneath the surface that you do not know when it comes to nostalgic, and the silence is key. Somebody could have silent treatment, or you could have gave this person silent treatment, as well as no contact in this energy. Somebody that's doing some shit in the background that is epic when it comes to somebody that's monkey in the middle. Somebody else that's in the middle with red hair. Red is significant to when it comes to a shallow grid and missing you. Somebody is wishing that they maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline when it comes to live and live and direct. Somebody wants to come live and direct and tell you something about, like, I don't know if it's about your beauty. I don't know if it's about your shine, but whatever it is, it's Maybelline. Like, it's Mabel. Like, maybe it's worth it. Like, maybe you was worth it, but you was always worth it in the beginning, all the while. Because right now, when it came to Pac-Man and picking these choices, like, it's a shock to, like, how high of a score that you ranked in this situation or a circumstance, or how this person sees you elevated before their eyes, like right before their eyes or something like that. When it comes to getaway, so while they got away, you know what I mean, the best of beauties, and still now, like, they might have went off with another subject, right? And this other person was shocked that, you know what I mean, how selfish this person was. They was like they wasn't giving the same that they thought they was gonna get from this person. Giveaway. So this is where they was battling with health issues here. Somebody could be allergic to something here when it comes to leukemia and finding balance and some kind of something that's unhealthy for them here. This is something that they digesting. Something about a Martian, something about orbit 7 in your Uranus, something about doesn't rotate on its own, its north and south pole, but tilts on its side. The planet has at least 10. So something about turmeric and iron, Swiss chard, red cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. Something about battling with healthcare. Something about free radicals and something about losing again every week. Something about they losing again between the differences of scheduling all this different meetings and somebody being an outsider here, picking something over you, and now the voice of reason steps in when it comes to cannabis, medical, hemp, or controlled when it came to herbs. So it's a herbalist in this energy as well. When it comes to star sightings, when it comes to party time, bitches, noteworthy shit was here. When it comes to shit to remember, when it came to payday, bitches, fucking wedding, special days, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, showers, holiday, vacation. Most important, this was a dawn of a new day. I kissed a girl and I liked it. This is agree or disagree energy. Somebody that's back to back. Somebody that wanted. Okay, so this is wild. When it came to the third party, this third party that your person was seeing was in love or was wanting you instead. Um, when it came to them, EIEIO over. When it came to ain't, and he did not care. So some bullshit here and he bullshitted there. Here a lie and there a lie, but it came to the bull that this person told them about you, and now people are not believe in this person. They see that you and this person is back to back because somebody else liked it you and caused a rift between you and them. That's where came in. Somehow this load gets this. So something was trying to get clean when it came to an entire purchase of running out of cash and buried in legal bills. And this is also specific concerns needs to be solved here when it comes to somebody that's gotten having an identity crisis on the right direction and slow down. They was in the right direction when it came to you, and they could have healed these childhood wounds, but it's a break in some type of curve. This is a breaker, and they might have went back to something that they should have slowed down and stayed the path when it came to dragons. Okay, so they dragged someone else here, Rex, and somehow something was dry here when it came to somebody that could live in Kansas when game recognized game. When it came to the second step to keep your options open. When it came to beauty London call, somebody's name could be London. When they was doing shit the dumbest way. No, you're right. Let's do it the dumbest way possible because it's easier for you. So when you was their favorite dummy and you did everything because you had to, it looks like somebody was their favorite. It's now they the outsider. So like now that means that is not applying to them anymore. Like like now the voice of reason was like is speaking in this energy like you are not your situation. So like the situation that this person was had you in, and now that you see things with the veil lifted through a situation or a circumstance, because when it came to a fading flow, like y'all had something that was flowing, and now it comes to a fading halt where it's not. Now you're gonna need a warrant for that. They just can't come over your house and just warrant your attention or something like that. You know what I mean? Or buy the book. Like no, you're not coming over here after 8 o'clock. Maybe you got some kids. The kids got to go to school. Dot dot dot. No, you're going. No, we're not doing that. I want to see the kid, whatever the case may be. But when you was playing it safe and you was doing everything that this person wanted you to do, you was their favorite dummy. And when you woke up to some type of truth here, when it comes to way the dumbest way possible because it's easier for you and you was doing things to make their life easier knowing it was making your life hard. Here, hey y'all, who we got? We got Final Good. Hi. Bulut. CLAVCT. Very nice looking table. Thank you. And who else do we have? Hey, what the hell? What the hell? Exactly. What the hell? Yeah, so when I say this person was puzzled and they wanted to cause a trivia, they did when it comes to the candle magic that they were doing 10 of candles. So they were actually um, manifesting sabotage and wasting your time as you being the dummy, as you being their favorite dummy, because you wasn't seeing them in their truth. Like you was giving them the benefit of the doubt, but it was blinding you. It was kind of like having blindfolders on. It was like blinding you to a reality. It was blinding you to their truth. It was blinding you to third parties. It was blinding you to how desperate they were for attention. It was blinding you to downplay your gift until they violate in some way, shape, or form. Because there were some specific concerns that was to solve something here. They could have did something very easily and solve this issue. But you are not your situation here. They say you are not your situation here. One of the keys to becoming spiritual AF is to define who you are by something deeper inside of yourself and further outside of yourself than the world can touch. You are someone, even if you're not in the right financial situation, your job, your relationship, or even your body. Find out who that person is, and you'll be fucking unstoppable, unfuckable with, right? Hint, you'll probably have to do some soul searching for this person that you are not your situation. That was this. That's when you became quiet and you got nostalgic. You became a mystery to this person. You became a puzzle to this person. You became a comic because this person was playing a role. When if he's Captain America, if he's Hulk and the damn Spider-Man all at once, you know, like that's an identity crisis that person didn't know who the fuck they were, and masquerading some things that they weren't, that like they're hiding the truth from you, and you were falling for a facade. And this is what spirit is trying to say. The voice of reason came in here, and this was a safety tip. Like, listen, this person is not who they say they are. Okay, who? Guess who? To wait. Lucky number 55, 12, 47, 28, 44, and 50. This is the voice of reason in the moment. Like, you're driving in the wrong direction. This was a breach of something. This was like, this happened. Something happened. They could have been cheating on you with a third party, which there were. Like, that came in underneath all of this. Something about this part right here. They kissed the girl, and the person that they was kissing with wanted you. Yeah. After two failed engagements, how 23 years later, somebody was gaga over something or someone. When it came to a meat dress or a meat sampler. When it comes to gossip dies when it hits wise ears. So somebody know the truth here on some situation of some difference. When it came to somebody being desperate. Here's how to get wise. Refuse to hear stories that aren't yours to hear. Refrain from telling stories that aren't yours to tell. If someone comes at you with an OMG, did you hear about? Stop them right there and ask if it's gossip, dirt, rumors, or other such junk. This tends to kill everyone's shit talking boner. So somebody over here is talking shit about you, and somebody stops them in their tracks, like like you know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be a buzzkill for somebody. Okay, you want to grab your own ass and love yourself. So somebody over here is loving your own self here, putting you first here when it comes to a situation or a circumstance. When it came to a person that was living in fear, I realized that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. When it came to Paisley, this wand, Knight of Wands, somebody was definitely sketchy about the things that they were doing, the kind of lifestyle that they were living, and how many unbound things that they were bound to when it comes to bound to each other. Also, to the devil as well. And this is also a rope was covering their eyes and they can't see here. They're blinded here when it comes to their salvation, and it comes to their destruction, temptation, and blasphemy here. And the luck is ruined here as well when it comes to this person. When it comes to open your eyes, somebody who got their eyes closed enough of how deceptive somebody is here when they took a leap of faith to something or someone else because they're crying over what they lost. This person was very menaced here. This was a Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be some dark energy here. Very menacing energy. This person lives a very toxic lifestyle. Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, challenging times are ahead with a happiness hater that's coming in with impatience and dishonesty, and the lack of trust here has changed the situation or circumstance when it comes to perseverance in a relationship and wanting peace. But somebody's in pieces when it comes to courage to stay the course, but they can't stay the course because they've made a mistake here on purpose. They did something purposely when it came to bullshit here and bullshit there, when it came to frenemies and envious or resentment, loneliness and despair, depression and blaming, judgment, no service because this was supply. You was the best they had, and they regret losing you and the success that you bring it with them, and not being disciplined enough to hold on to you because of their pride, ego, and vanity. And they doubt that this will ever have a rebirth because they can't accept something here. Something about a gratification here when it came to won't cry. Won't cry for you. This Knight of Wands is definitely in their feelings about crying over you. And they have cried over you. I've told you that coming in the message. Tell me about I won't cry for you. Who won't cry for somebody here? Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Who is this? And crying over what they lost. Who is that? Knight of Emotions, the Magic, the Page of Cups. They're not showing they're crying, but they're crying blood. It's like crying real blood. You are not the situation. Yeah, when it comes to a third party. Cardinal energy here. Somebody sees cardinal energy. It is definitely, especially a light color cardinal. A male. Something about Page of Wands. Somebody got very little passion for some third party now when it comes to calling this in. Somebody that's a 22. 22 could be significant. 922 could be somebody's birthday. 822. 722. Something about the Queen of Swords. Somebody that they know they should have spoke a truth to you. Feminine. Somebody that you are not this situation because they know they should have spoke a truth to you. Because if you was their favorite dummy and then another day completely ruined by adult irresponsibility, then somebody now they did something to cause some kind of, yeah. So they tried to breadcrumb you here, 6 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Now they want to come in and I told you when they came last night with this same armor. See, they still coming in with armor. They can't. They come in. They want to come in and speak some truth, but they also want to come in swiftly to like breadcrumb, you know. And then Queen, because there's another woman sitting in the background. Yeah, on a Wheel of Fortune, faded to show her face too. Yeah. And call his ass back to where she live at. So somebody is definitely in this energy that's competing for this person's attention. You are under tremendous competitive pressure. So somebody is competing for this person, especially when it comes to this person merging with another third party and they being blinded with the monkey brain. See the monkey sitting here? I told you. So some monkey in the middle. The monkey, the rabbit, the snake. On this wheel. So somebody's charming somebody, using them, gaslighting them, dancing with the devil. Dash for the opposite. Somebody is the object right now. Flip side, they're juggling. So that's what they want to come in and do. Juggle you and a third party too. And still howl at the moon. So something that's still living in the wilderness or still living. But they want you to forgive them. Forgive them and protection. But you're protected here. They want some forgiveness. They want you to be lighthearted for them, but they said that this is a peace among thorns. That's how they want to make peace among the chaos. They want to balance something with 8, but they want this to be a cycle because they're triggered by something here. Call in the storm. That's where this booger sugar is. That's where sugar, honey, iced tea, watermelon. This is somewhere where they want to come in and find a balance because they balance with health issues or something here, mental health. Somebody is a sighting here, sight for sore eyes. This person might be feeling like things is too late after the fact. Somebody can't be saved by the bell. Because this person is going down a dark path for a nightlife with a twist. Nightlife with a twist. Let me see what this nightlife with a twist is. Nightlife with a twist. Somebody that thinks this person doesn't measure up when it comes to calling in a storm. Somebody that doesn't measure up to you, that is. She might be whatever, but she don't measure up to you. Somebody that they was whining and dining Another woman on the gut busting buffet. Yeah. Somebody where stuff happened at, where they ran out of cash with, when it came to just making ends meet under promotion or advancement. And yeah, somebody that's detective on, somebody that's spiritual hitman is out here too. And a lot of spell work and candle magic is out here too. Somebody is very mad. Somebody is ganging up on somebody here. Somebody from a different nationality. When it comes to the field of screams, under the new fear factor scene in Hayride, shit, this is getting hairy out here when it comes to effing like no tomorrow. When it comes to a 304 on the changing your life, yeah, because they did shit that they was living their best life when they picked somebody over you, playing it safe with the third party, and busted in the act, living out loud, and also having extreme blackouts about the things that they did, and feeling suicidal about what they've done. Because now that you found out of what's going on and what they've been doing, you're very much unfazed by the situation or circumstance. Very much unfazed by it. Somebody wants to come in and tell you something though, but I don't think you want to hear it. I don't think you want to hear it. I don't think you want to hear it. Yeah, I don't think you want to hear it. I'm gonna pull a little bit of these cards back here. Just give me a second, you guys, to pull the energy. I have a couple little decks I want to pull. I had the yellow ones, but I don't even see the full deck of the yellow ones, so I pulled the pink ones instead. I see right on the top of the deck it say karmic partner. So definitely a karmic partner is involved in a situation here or a circumstance. That is definitely on top of the menu right there. And then I'm gonna just get a little bit of these white cards, and then we're gonna keep on. Somebody is on Thursday, January, November, and October, 5 days, hitting animosity, called Jasmine exposes everything. Yeti shattered. Something is over the moon, and kids found living independable and in deplorable conditions. Some kids neglected, over the moon. Some about in liquid cash assets. Money sitting in a bank account is not earning any adequate return. Something was too much. Something is pushed to the extreme at a distance. Something is pushed to the extreme. If somebody is at a distance with you, something is being pushed to the extreme. Where they at? It's called poor choices. Something about SpaceX and a Starship Flight 5 splashdown and explosion captured. When it comes to 282, when it comes to astrophysics, 2 days ago, explains resolving the argument, clearing space after arguing or argument, heaviness and dissatisfaction when it came to some magic and a sex party or sex animal, partying problems, somebody that I lie about my home life, being in a whole relationship openly, dating a side bitch. That's what that shit says. So heard that, didn't y'all? That's what the call into action and playing it safe is. Two oceans that never mix. The Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean never touch or mix. So yeah. So this is somebody that's cutthroat, ruthless, or ruthless mid, or does things ruthlessly, looking for your replacement, but they found it, and they found out that that person wasn't you. When it comes to Saturn, control, and Libra, reach people when it matters, and this is adequately. So they met rich for this person when it mattered. When it came to travel destinations, Florida, California, Georgia, Virginia, New York, Jamaica, Maldives, Lux Villas, Shanghai, China, Hong Kong, China. Somebody that the most dangerous cartel city of America insight. Somebody with remorse. Somebody's going to get street justice, plotting against, bad drug dealings, shootouts in the daytime or the night. Somebody that is a setup. Somebody going to be set up here when it comes to these field of screams. Something about you will miss her, miss the way she loved you, and you lost her under the black sun cult. Somebody under the black cult sun. When it comes to these spells, these voodoo and hoodoo. Hey, how y'all doing? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Differences between reactive and proactive and living. Um, Pain pushes until vision pulls. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Y'all, my bad, my bad. Sorry. So when I pull these cards out, y'all, I gotta stay on track. So when I pull these cards, there's a difference between reactive and proactive, right? Living. Pain pushes through this vision and pushing and pulling, right? You got this karmic partner in the back of this is spiritual hitman. Spiritual hitman is already here with a sugar daddy. Some sugar daddy, some spiritual hitman. I don't even know. Grab your own butt and love yourself. When it comes to lovers, when it comes to the the ace of swords and meditating and healing, when it came to clarifying some reality that they have when it came to the purgatory. Somebody wants to unalive themselves here, or they want to unalive you. Or somebody's being threatened here to be unalived. Somebody got some detective work is here when it comes to a sugar daddy. Uh, Something about closed opportunities when the world ends tomorrow. Like they effing like tomorrow, people make time for what they want. If you're um so if you're a priority, you will know when I'm sorry is not good enough. Some childhood trauma is here. I want to meet up with you and trauma bond with you when they meet up with you. Sincere regrets. When I told you that massive regret is here, the way I spoke to you was wrong. I promise to not do it again. Some distorted feminine. When it comes to they're talking to you, the feminine. Some distorted feminine was talking to some unapologetic or some apology. I'm tapping into some conversation that these people are having. We take pictures together just to piss you off. When it comes to I ain't making him do shit, it's all him. Something about taking too many pills. Somebody trying to take themselves out. Proceed with caution here. When it comes to loving yourself more. This is you want to expect someone else to treat you better than you treat yourself here. So I pretend to have common interests as him. I like just so he can accept me here. The relationship to relationship, wealthy woman, rich bitch, hustler, and a provider. He's drained. He drains my energy too. When it comes to him shape shifting a chameleon, somebody that is hating on your spiritual gifts here. When it comes to a storm, traumas coming ahead. And there also could be some tremors coming ahead too. Somebody could be uninterrupted, interpret. Somebody might interpret something in the wrong way. When it comes to some kind of reactive or reaction, some kind of stunts, paper plane, MIA, 2007 might resonate with somebody. I catch you at the border, and I guess a visa in my name. Somebody got a visa in their name. When it comes to Keisha and Smoke, buddy, say goodbye. So Keisha, his Smoke buddy, and them say goodbye. When it comes to robbed by a homie and betrayed, somebody gonna get robbed by a homie and betrayed. When it comes to do not entertain them, outrageous results. They're looking for sympathy. When it comes to long D, not but not too much. When it comes to a man has always wanted to lay me down, but none has ever wanted to pick me up. Never touch me. Real love, Eartha Kitt. Somebody is schizophrenia and Haldol. Somebody Venus love, Cancer, teenager, outnumbered to cops, 9.9 million, Midwest, carefully, and safety. Something about kinky sex is here. When it comes to plenty of options. When it comes to wasn't a plan of mine. When it comes to an inspector, somebody that get declined. Cheaters got busted in the public. Mm. Somebody was the antidote 1.9 watching a year ago when they thought they had the antidote to cheating on you in peace. We want a body. We want a baby, but my husband is paralyzed after a freak accident. A woman caught in adultery. So this person got caught cheating. Each to his own house. Mount Olive. Number 8, a thread worm crowded during sex, ingest, pinworms, feminine, a itchy ass, males more likely to get it when it comes to contaminated hands, clothes, and doorknobs, re-intro infection under poor hygiene, you can get it through the air. Something about January and inmate attacks after viral sex tape with OnlyFans prison guard, law and a crime 3 weeks ago. When it comes to a karmic DM, ditto, Diddy, who did it? Talk chat. When it comes to Genesis 13 and 3 on money, childlike innocence, inner peace. It's called a popo ho. November 25th, 23rd, March 22nd, 5 weeks, 46, oldest 24, 1999. Self love when it comes to an emo, technical, robotic. And someone got too close and felt your knife. Under having a gift, Proverbs 18 and 16, the divine surprise. Put something big in cheating you. Oh, something is creating you or cheating you. They put something big in cheating you. Two lonely souls have a heart to heart. So somebody is wanting to have a heart to heart with you when it comes to outraged over a gang. A woman's right group on a music violated situation. So somebody got violated here when it came to a clique, a posse, or a group. Somebody caught in the act under taboo or tantric sex, paper chain. Something was not what it seems here when it came to a night with a twist. Street justice is a setup when it came to the new fears on a I must be going crazy. Somebody takes their life here. Somebody might take their own life. Take someone else's life too with them. A man, two men. You don't go to heaven if you take your own life. 8 of Wands. This is fast moving, quick decisions, sudden progress. Something is of gratification. So 7 of Wands, defending yourself, protecting and standing your ground. Some judgment, awakening, reckoning, reflecting, and a return. 10 of Swords. This is defeated, a failure, a bitterness, a betrayal, exhaustion, a collapse, and giving up. When it came to a twin flame and the queen of my world, shit, they lost you. And they feel like they is getting some kind of street justice. They want some remorse. They feel remorseful about something, but not enough to like come back with the 4 of Wands, talking about home, reunion, stability, belonging, and celebrate because they feel guilty about something that they did. Like they can't really come in. Let's see what their confession is real quick. Tell me this confession. Yeah, they still upset about some stuff that they did behind your back. Yeah, they regret. It's remorse. They still regret hurting you here. Tell me about it, detective. What you know. Loving you. Still loving you. But loving somebody while loving somebody else. They regret doing that. Somebody's twin flame again. They loved you while loving somebody else. Somebody that they wish you could see things their way with faith, staying on y'all, what y'all you believe, but it really wasn't nothing to believe because you looked at everything that happened now that they showed you who they are as all lies. Yeah, so this is a hopeful, that's unhopeful. This is not you hopeful for it because like this person was like doing shit to no tomorrow. Like that's the shit that changed their life because they was doing shit like no up to like the world was going to end like no tomorrow. So they said they did that shit and hopefully like you would like reconsider, but it says like following your bliss, but like say like now you're like they did too much. Like they're afraid that they done too much. Like our love is real, but it wasn't. To you, it wasn't real. It wasn't real. Because they showed you like they how deceptive they was. Yeah, healing. So you were now healing, and I wasn't worthy. It didn't know what I was doing, and I was fat. So somebody was trying to get fat off something or someone. That's the reason why. That's their voice that plays in their head, and they tell they so when it comes to James and Nina, and the answer about how they left you in poverty or how they feel like they're in poverty, and you the blessing with blessed here. The gift is here. The destiny was here. The hold me is here. Like they left you holding the motherfucking the crumbs that they had to give you because they not here no more. They got caught in the act with somebody else. I feel the screams is here. Take it as it would resonate, you know. This is their confession here. Like never give up on them, but they mad that you did though. You know what I mean? They learning the lesson here, a karmic lesson about that. The only way they're gonna learn this lesson is to be in it. You know what I mean? And they daydream about you while they're in it too. That it is working under divine guidance here. And this is what's this is happening in silence. Like, but this quiet retreat against them, they're menacing. Trust me, like this shit is like the like their favorite dummy don't want them no more. Like when you love them more than anything, under anything and any over anyone, and like you don't speak to them, you're silent. They could go back and pick up any one of them other pick me's. They can go back and pick up anybody that they slept with, and they're hanging on to their every word. But you, on the other hand, they can't even come like they can't touch you with a 10-foot pole here, because they played it safe. Mr. Fantastic played it safe when it came to the Simpsons. The Simpson family and the meets Mr. Fantastic, and he played it safe. And the world ends tomorrow. Let's F like no tomorrow. And so they did some things like they would never meet you, see you, or want you again. And now they know that they doubt. But see, it's nice. Like, it won't be soon. And they sorry for what they did, but it won't be soon. I gotta tell you, it won't be soon. There, because you how protected you are by angels, ancestors, guidances, and things like that that's protecting you here. And they say they want to protect their own love from others. Like, even though other people want to be with this person said they are protecting their love from them people that wants their love because they love you, but they've given their love out freely to others. So them telling you that they won't love other people, they've done it already. Like, that's a lie. Like, that's a bald-faced lie to your face. They're sorry. That's what the regrets are all about. That's the detective work. That's the confession. Like that's definitely like soon. I want to tell you that like I've been having sleepless nights, and I'm sorry. Like for like this is cheating on you with another woman. That's scoring notch. That's another man. Detective work. You know what I mean? Like about effing like no tomorrow. Like this woman right here. Like you want to F like no tomorrow. My friend wants to F you too. So like that was multiple people. Like, and they thought you was, while they went and F like no tomorrow with some other people, places, and things, they thought you was going to be their favorite dummy and still be doing there, sitting there, just be easy and fun for you. Like, just thought that was going to be fun while they sit and laugh and gossip and like, oh, look how dumb she is. She let me go back behind her back and let me sleep with you and her and them and they and da 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 while they all laughing and smear campaigning you and making you look like the fucking fool. But look now. Look who looked like the fool here. That the shallow grave that they dug for themselves and the person that they chose over you. That part, those two that they got caught in the act with, that person catching karma too. Because they knew exactly what they were doing to you too. That person is catching karma. Shit. That person's life is being ruined too. That person still watch you too. Okay, that person still watch you too. Yeah, look, the sewer mermaid. The stinking bitch. The bitch is funky. The stinking bitch that breached the contract, still mad, and still ghosting, counting on your still counting your blessings as theirs, but they're protected. They still counting your blessings as their protection. No, in time though, they think you gonna go back to this person, this third party that this person was messing around with in secret in the moon. Yup, this person think that y'all gonna get back together. That's what they mad about, that y'all gonna come back together. That's what they rolling the dice about. That's what this stinking mermaid is up in here doing. Taking a chance, a risk, a leap of faith, or a strategy. But that's them praying that y'all don't. That's what's crossing that. And having a heartbreak because this person is breaking about you in the background. Everybody sees it. That the person that they chose over you was bad credit. That person was no job, debt, put them in debt. That was a sex addiction that they had for this person. And it was just passion. And that shit is a karmic battle now to get out of it. And they say they need you. And this person know this person wants you. And it's a storm. It's a karmic storm that this person is in with this third party. And it's like both of them are watching you elevate with Queen B here in confidence. But then there's that haterade in the energy, like where they hating on you. On the flip side, they're hating on you. So even though you sitting here as Queen B, protected, the flip side, another perspective of the sun, is they're doing spell work against you. I told you they're lighting red candles of death. They're sending death magic again. Some kind of set work affair. Somebody could be at a job, having a work affair, knowing that this person has a partner at home. I met a guy working at a hospital the other week, and like they stopped my car. Like, this is the thing I don't understand. Okay. So I'm sitting at the traffic light, ready to, waiting for the light to change or whatever. And the guy was in another car, right? And it was so hot this day. I had my windows down, and I'm sitting in my car, and the guy was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Fine." He was like, "Where you going? You know, man, you pretty, blah, blah, blah." And I said to myself, cool. Right? Mind you, they're driving another woman's car, right? They flagged me down, headlights, stop my car, right? I stopped, talked to the person. "Oh, what's your name? What's your number?" And I told him my name, told him my number, right? Met the person about a few days later, right? Just to get touch bases with the person, right? Whole girlfriend, like a whole baby, 4 years old, 5 years old little girl, like, literally wanted me to be their girlfriend in one day. Like, "Oh, let's hook up." Like, so had I would have hooked up with this weirdo guy, right, with a girlfriend, here I am entangling myself in a karmic tie with a stranger, like from day one, knowing that he has a person. That's what I'm talking about when people get with people with a shared fantasy. A shared fantasy is already knowing that they already have somebody that they're with. That's a shared fantasy. So now you're going into something that's already in progress, right? Now, I asked the person, "Oh, well, I got another baby mom here." And I said, "So where do you see me fitting in this subject? Like, so what if you got her and giving paying all this out for this person, that person, where do I fit off in all this?" I said, "Because I'm not the two, I'm the one. Like, and if you got all these," I said, "the first thing I got a problem with is loyalty. And that you show me that you don't have no loyalty. Because if you're willing to pick me up off the side of the road, and I wasn't even looking for nobody, didn't want nobody, wasn't interested in nobody, and I was minding my own business, to go get into a relationship with somebody with multiple issues going, I must be desperate." And that's what I'm saying. Like, people will pick up the most desperate shit just because they was unsupervised. And that's what I call about an unsupervised man. When he ain't around you, he will have put himself in the option to be with another woman. You might have your relationship secure. This person has just got you controlled. You know what I mean? They got you manipulated the way they want you. You just their biggest dummy right now. Because there's a flip side to you being a queen in their life. There's a flip side of you being their favorite dummy. The flip side is that they gonna do some stuff to you that you gonna wish that you. Yeah, I guess that's why they keep it as a secret. Yeah. So, do you think that guy called me? No. Forge your path. So this is the path that's forging for you right now. This is under bounds by focus. What you focus on. Somebody's focusing on the wrong thing right now, and it's cautioning them to pay attention to what they're focusing on. The discipline shapes the future, turning intentions into tangible realities, things that you can use, things that you can reach out for, but the things that your person, place, or thing is reaching out for is things that they can't reach, things that can't be obtained, things that are unavailable, things that are unrequited, things that have no substance. Yeah, things that spiraling in fates. Things that are whirling of changes. Things that life spins uncontrollably, adapt swiftly in the or be adapt swiftly or be lost. Fates twists unexpectedly. Your choices guide the outcome. Right? So this person was guiding you in manipulation and guiding you in gaslighting, guiding you in Don Juan, guiding you is whatever. While they went with a femme fatale, all while they went with a mistress, all while they went with the sideline or the side chick or the flip mode side. Somebody that they literally didn't measure up, basically. The morning ritual, they did that day after day after day with an energy cup. I'm gonna scry into that message there for a second. Just let me cook right there for a second. Let me brew something on that horizon unseen. Let me see what's there, because they said that is veiled destination. That's somebody that they was, you know what I mean, having an affair with her, work or otherwise. That's where they was having an affair. Being two-faced. Somebody could have turned out to be a psycho ex or a psycho lover or something like that. Somebody abusive, conniving, and unpredictable when it comes to this energy. Tell me a little bit more about this energy under this person that didn't measure up. Yeah, somebody that's at a distance. That's what they keep telling me. This person is at a distance. Something about spinning out of control and adapting swiftly or be lost. Something about its fate is a twist and unexpected. Her a divorce, ghosting, or a separation is here when it comes to drama, endings, and loss and of a meltdown. Somebody that chose to walk away when it came to lust. They're very salty here. Somebody that took too long. They procrastinated on something here. Even this masculine was distorted in this, and they talked about authority, but they want no authority figure, no discipline, and a deadbeat when it came to suffering in silence, when it comes to a thrill, when it comes to you smelling the roses and slowing down is something and taking time for yourself. They don't like this. They're two-faced. If they were, when they had unaccountable hours, they was living a double life, being a cheater and a backstabber. Here, somebody that was an obsessed lover. Here, tell me a little bit more. So this is crying on the person that's doing the magic. This is an obsessed lover to your person. Somebody that they hooked up with. Somebody that wants them back. Somebody that is the inside scoop. Somebody that they could have legal issues with. Somebody that they moving in silence with. Somebody that say they're avoiding you for that they thought was the jackpot. Somebody that knows that this person is still into you with good chemistry and good vibes and positivity. Somebody that was doing some shit for a clout or a group or some kind of, it could be carless, bankrupt and carless. Somebody that's coming with a dirty offer, still scrying. Same shit, different day. Somebody that's still fishing for some information about you, still fishing for comments. Somebody that's moving. Somebody had to move out. Somebody that dust some shit off, or you dust them off because you wisened up here. Somebody that's got try to put you in a triangulation with a third party. Somebody that's receiving bad karma coming in. When it comes, it's like effing like no tomorrow. Somebody's cursed, jinx. Somebody's and rejected and a spiritual and a hater. Somebody is definitely using scare tactics here, victimizing, boss daddy. Somebody that was a boss daddy. Somebody was playing stable or rich. Somebody that was playing CEO or big dick energy, but it ain't no big dick energy here. This is unveiled that wasn't big dick energy. It wasn't no owner energy. Somebody invested in somebody and could have lost their money, and they won't see this money back. Somebody lied to somebody about how they was going to be business partners or something because they said work affair. They had sex and just making ends meet now. And somebody made somebody come up off of something with the roller coaster here, riding the wave. Because something is going to grip tight and hold fast through the descent, because the ascent follows close behind. So when it came to these illusions, when it came to some unity or something like that, or a vivid escape, they thought they was getting over, winning something big here. But it's a childlike wonder. It was only a, it wasn't real. It was like the Barbie, like Barbie video games. It was like just a mirage. It was like, shit. It was a sign for them to wait, like be more mature. Like that shit is, you know that shit ain't real. Like you know that's a buoyant spirit. Something about water. Something about an addiction. Something about dating, surrendering their addiction. Something about dating or courting or anniversary or meeting up, texting, fated to meet. Some mystery woman when it came to fears, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, and scared. When it came to jealousy or bitter, a better option. When it came to unhappy with that better option. When it came to shit, an outlet that they chose to go toward and turned out to be a collision. Something about a confusion and criticize them. And now some kind of ending and sitting in silence after choosing something that was abnormally wrong, like literally, it could be even wrong sex. It was unusually wrong, they said. Somebody that they blocked or could be blocked or blocked you for this person. Thug is here. Thug Holiday is what I heard. They was having in this cycle. They was having a fucking time of their life in this cycle. Told you goodbye. You shit. Now they want to beg you back. They said goodbye, but now they watching you. It was hot and cold. Now this person running or ran to, left you hanging, and went into a no strings attached, faking busy with somebody, keeping secrets while getting spell work done on them, and then some reckless sex relationship with some third party, popping the question or giving them some higher commitment, wishing that they could have a repeated cycle with you, and that's being illuminated, coping with the way they feel about the things they chose after closing a cycle with you. Mm. Coping with with drinking and addictions. That's illuminated. That they waited too late, try to do things their own way, the stubborn way, and trying to get a rise out of you in the process. And that's shocking that it's turmoil now. And their intuition is telling them that the quiet strength that it took for you to walk away from a cheater, and they still clinging to you. That's a cheat sheet. Somebody wash clean of this shit. You clean yourself. You cleanse your energy of this person. But this person is still drifting ashore for you, though. They still want to drift ashore because they want to cleanse their energy, too, come towards you. But pay attention to the unusual in life. So this person, it's unusual, this person, the way they cradle some other situation when it comes to a purpose rebuild to fall of order. So that's something that they play with Jenga with. Yeah, that's them playing for Jenga. Good. And somebody was invisibly manipulating this person with spell work and shit like that. That shit was invisible. That this clown had a facade of his own. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get my lighter. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So, when I say this person, I apologize for the intermission we had earlier. I had my son stop by and talk to me. So soulmates, deep love, unity, and a connection is here. That was what y'all had. That's not what y'all got now. That's not what y'all got now. What y'all got right now is leaving the past behind. Leaving the past. That's what y'all got right now. Leave the past. Beyond the door lies a world uncharted. Embrace the adventure that awaits. So they left you, rolled the dice on the situation, played the odds, and the fate turned in your favor when they walked away, right? Because the mask of reality says behind the the painted smile. Deeper truths are concealed. Look beyond the mask. Leave the past behind. The door stands as a final barrier. Leave behind what no longer serves you. And that's when you left this that's when you woke up from being somebody's favorite dummy. That's leaving behind the past. Because you had this paper throne of your crown. You never lost sight that you was a queen. Even no matter how you been was little, how low somebody tried to bring you with the quiet strength. You still had that quiet strength to walk away. Okay? The true truth lies not in outward displays, but in the humility to know when to step back. The crown may look grand, but its fragility reminds you that not all power is built to last. So that's somebody's power. So you was built, but you wasn't built to last against somebody's disrespect. You weren't built to last against somebody belittling you. You weren't built to last in a situation where you are being brought down. You know what I mean? To elevate someone else. You know, you're not somebody's doormat. You know, for whatever possibilities. Like follow your dream and make up your mind. Believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Grab your own butt and love yourself. You know what I mean? Like F what they trying to cradle with you to keep you stuck in a situation to satisfy their own thing, because with this fragile foundation that y'all on, you know what I mean? The higher you stack, the more delicate the balance becomes. And like every time you stack this something up with this person, they never could measure up when it comes to balance in the flux. And there was an influx in them being able to when it came to the purpose rebuild and the fall of order. In the collapse, learn where the foundation was weak and rebuild strong. Where they was a cheater, they don't have they couldn't keep their dingling or their pee in their pants. Each roll of the dice turns, embrace the uncertainty and play the game. Understand that the odds. Understand the odds. Then take your chances. Informed risk is still a risk. You knew that they was taking an informed risk when they went off cheating on you with reckless sex, cutting you out, criticized you by talking about you to a third party, pillow talking, lying on you, smearing your name and your reputation. All to save their own with scare tactics here. Scarcity tactics. The glass wasn't greener on the other side. It was all just so they could escape. Mm-hmm. But the shit is all going to blow up in their face. And it's about to pop off in flames. Somebody's doing drugs. And shit is game over. Game over came in here twice tonight. All due to tantric sex. All because it was based out of sex. And shit is falling apart even in a sex situation. If it was just a sex and a good time, even that shit is falling apart. And unapologetically falling apart. Somebody that they was getting a room with, motels, hotel suites, business, or pleasures. Oh, we was there for business. Oh, we was there to make money. Oh, we were there doing this. We were in the studio, getting studio time. We was doing this. We were doing that. And we weren't doing nothing but sex and a good time, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And this was the quiet strength that broke y'all apart. Under destiny. They tried to swap with you. These people are trying to be you. These women are so jealous. There's at least 2 women in this energy that's jealous of you. That this person wants to come back to you and apologize. And that's not no fake apology, but in their mind, it's a fake apology because they cheated on you for them. But it's it's unapologetically apology. Unapologetically apologizing. Crossing. Something is crossing. Crossing energy. Crossing. The crossroad, the cross, and the invitation. Something comes in and interferes. Third parties, their ego, their something. Let's see. Let's see. The herald of the dragon's herald, protecting the future. So spirit is in here helping you with start calling in the dragons. Shit, they slaying some shit here for you. And behind the scenes, because somebody that liked it to go and do things behind your back. Hey, okay. It's an empty well here, time to replenish, but they can't replenish with you. They got to replenish with something or someone else, and they can't. Because they will never find nobody like you. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Intuitively, they will never find anyone like you, ever. Feeling in the gut, a psychic, a premonition, a sixth sense. They will never get anyone like you, ever. Huh. That think like you, they think group minded. You think single mindedly. You think for yourself. These other people think for others. You know what I mean? They can't think for themselves. That's why we became slaves, because we couldn't think for ourselves. Yes, I'm awesome. They take orders from something or someone else. Ass kissing energy. Gather around. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink about a Hennessy you got in your shelf, but just let me introduce myself. My name is, okay, somebody that like to gather around in the community. Okay, somebody like this is toxic. This is mushrooms, fungus. Oh, fireflies lighting up some shit that ain't really lit. You know what I mean? They ain't really lit. Mushrooms ain't really, they good shiitakes and buttons and, you know what I mean? But then you get the ones that's poison and psychedelics. They can take you to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. Right. Man, mass. Many mass. Many men. Yeah. Rush death upon you. Okay? Under crowns of game. This is a game player. This man playing mind games with you. And I mean big ones. Rolling the dice type. You know what I mean? Faded. You know what I mean? Right use of passion, but this was the wrong use of their passions, because had they been in their right mind, they would have knew you was the queen. They would have never played you, but they played you as the queen of the board, queen of the motherfucking, like, of the Nile, queen of like some dark shit, like some dark, queen of like against like a dark witch, like that's they laughing at you and shit as the dummy. Because you was the one that was standing. A lot of people saw you and while you stayed with spiral ideas. Like these people with these unauthentic selves here. That's something that was built to last. Fort Tough, you was. But somebody was pissing on you like you was Chevy. Yeah, they was doing shit for money. They was causing another bitch brawl when it came to a Scorpio. Somebody was wild at heart when it came to the baby. Somebody that came against the chosen one when it came to the gods versus the monster. When it came to Wisconsin vanishes after a new romance. Somebody might be rash and never seen again when it came to the grips of life. Once upon you step. When it came to some kind of scuffle. When it comes to a DL dude, DL with options, and this person is a risky on the DL. Somebody is curious or bi-curious. Somebody is undercover lover. Somebody is reckless sex. That's what they're calling reckless sex. That's what they're calling out reckless sex. Yep, DL. They're calling the person on a DL. That's the reckless sex. Somebody, a mysterious misfit, some kind of mystic or some kind of moon magic when it comes to a fight or a brawl. Somebody that is who's got your back, who has your back when it comes to Debbie's Camp, CPA, when it comes to Red Nose. Characters to their silhouette. This is a shadow of doubt. This is also somebody breaks a code when it comes to love struck. April 30th, 2018, when it came a valuable member. Somebody that took extra care to keep some scuffle, some drama going. When it came to a player That's who's wild at heart. Somebody that wanted you to see something 3 or 4 times. They told me greener grass, 2 different card decks. Hidden meaning, vague, speculate, or implic. This is where jealousy, bitter, better option, unhappy, deserve better. 2 different greener grasses that changed the situation when it came to who had their back, when it came to the shadow of a doubt, when it came to right use of passage. You used your right use of passage. These other people was using the deceptive uses of passage when it came to them rolling the dice. And now that everyone is laughing at them, the dummy that they thought you was is now the dummy that they are for some third party, being a puppet or a puppeteer for somebody in this message on the who they came against with the gods and the goddesses under the monster. Somebody that traveled is at a distance right now with boundaries apart, is far apart or getting apart or got away. Somebody that's got a magnetic attraction is the Lord to you right now because how they came against you when it came to an irresistible flirting towards you because your healing is calling them in. And that's intuitively calling them in. Somebody that's a psycho though, be careful. Somebody that's got Jezebel ways about them. They love you. They're ashamed of their ways though. They're ashamed of something that they did when it comes to their guilt and an embarrassment in the wrong. Something about having a family on you or behind your back, or they're in a family dynamic. Something might be shocking to you when it came to that, and a pregnancy or some fake news about a pregnancy. Somebody that that's the same person that's sitting waiting for this person to come back that wants to that is stuck on your person, that caught in a karmic tie. Somebody that's investigating a situation when it comes to these carnival lights. This is like a karmic karmic circus here, because this is they're like, when it comes to this karmic tie with the police station, it's like a karmic circus. Okay, yeah, and that's a storm coming in with upheavals, an obstacle, or wrecking ball, or some kind of drama. Somebody got a GPS on somebody, or losing sleep, or worried, or replaying something event, or thinking about you here when it came to some jackass move, showing his damn true colors. When it comes to a greener grass and turning their back, and now that you living in your best life, that and they feeling like shit in their feelings about it. You know what I mean? Something about a love child because they had some kind of baby on you with a karmic tie or a lesson. Some kind of wrexum, and they not happy about this. You finding out about it. Some kind of person that they was having parties and sex, and you saw something in your spiritual gift with this karmic lesson that came in here. So you rejected a situation, or they rejected you, so you didn't see nothing else. How they was hustling a situation and put a rest to it, death to it, with bumping heads with a third party, and somebody reflecting that situation back to you with memories. Now they fucked up over you about the situation, and then chaos and ego deaths, and fed up with the shit, exhausted and trapped. You know what I mean? Tied to the shit in their feelings. Because you happily single about the situation. And they want to send you a love message about doing you and dating and stress free and setting goals and career focus. This jackass can't stand this shit. They over here sitting over here secluded with a shady bitch in this situation, or some love hate triangle that they under pressure in right now. You know what I mean? Some kind of thug move they made trying to feel some thug shit, some fucking shocking shit. They sitting over here with a bitch that they having some kind of affair with, work affair, any kind of affair you want to call it. It ain't fucking under this divine protection and order. Then it ain't the right order they under. You healing. So it's under the black sun, they said. Under making, it's under a cult, they said. Making your partner your everything. That's what, if they wasn't somewhere making it you their everything, then they're in the wrong fucking position. That's all I can say. Yep. On that. Some kind of cartel. So it's some kind of drug bust, or some kind of insight on a drug bust. That's a bus, is what I heard. It's just a bus. It's a bus. They bust. They busted. They bust. It's a bus. They missed the bus. They got busted. Shit. It's a love message. And they flirting with Any bitch that'll flirt back, I don't know who got they back. Or any man that'll flirt with them, they'll flirt back. That's what changed. That's what's falling apart. That's what's the pieces. That's this jackass feeling like they got a real big secret to tell you about their sexual, what they'll do for money. Even with a pocket full of money, they'll do a lot of things for money. They'll get rid of the money that they got just so they'll go be promiscuous with a male. They'll do something for money with mass. This is very not authentic. 11. That's somebody that's in a relationship with somebody else. Somebody that thinks the same as them. Same kind of thinking. Somebody could be, they say blasphemy, so the shit ain't accepted by the divine. Whatever it is, it's blasphemy, they said. It should be, you know what I mean? It's like a banish. It shouldn't even be there. You know what I mean? That's what I heard. It shouldn't even be there. Some kind of vanished romance. Shouldn't even be there. Somebody that wanted to do something to know tomorrow, when it came to their not being happy or what you find out about it, some kind of twin flame or some kind of lover they messing with, some tantric nasty they doing, somebody that's empty, somebody that's lying, somebody that ain't telling the truth, somebody that's the game really is over. Like, this shit is a dead subject, really. Like, the shit's about to blow up in somebody's goddamn face. You know what I mean? Somebody that's still getting readings on you and is sitting somewhere watching you on a secret account. And if that don't do, they sitting somewhere outside your house watching you. Seeing what you're doing. Some stalking energy. Sorry. I tell you that, round and round. If it ain't you, they stalking to somebody else. They're stalking in your energy. Or in their energy. Sorry about that. Somebody could be stalking them. Some other person could be stalking them. Abnormal. It's not usual that other men stalk other men. Okay. Under lack. Under fire, passion, some anger man. Some man is mad angry about somebody saying that they're pregnant by their man, another man. Shit. Somebody's upset that somebody else got somebody that thinks somebody else is their baby dad. Oh, God. There's a lot of drama going on in the background with this player here when it comes to closing a cycle. That's what's so fake and busy. Somebody in the background got a lot of drama going. Multiple men are breeding one. Remember we talked about a thoroughbred, but these ain't thoroughbreds. You was the thoroughbred. These are Jezebels. You are the soulmate. Something is game over them. Somebody that they was getting a room with. Somebody that is a fear of getting rejected by you from this empty time being empty. They're not happy about the time wasted here. They don't know how to get you back here. They don't know how to get back on track because their identity is not, they can't, the vision is wrong. They're washed. They can't, something about they can't see clear. Something about an addiction or coping. They can't see straight. They can't see clear. Something is blinding them. Their illusions are blinding them. They're not able to see clearly here. They can't see home. They can't see home. Like, they can't see your quiet strength. They can't see the paper throne. It's an invisible paper throne to them. They don't see you. Everybody can wear the same paper throne as far as they're concerned. Oh, you're not the only one that can wear a crown. You're not the only queen. She's a queen. That was a queen. But that's just going to explode because these people don't measure up. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. These people don't measure up. These people keep them in a poverty mindset. But this person can't seem to reject them. So it's always hot and cold with them. And they can't say goodbye. So, like, they stay stuck in it, criticizing themselves and criticizing others, blaming, playing scarcity tactics, cycles, repeating cycles here, and confusion. But there's a collision here. This shit is going to come crashing and burning here. This shit going to crash and burn when it comes to this player here. And how this shit going to change up. Yeah, between the lines, this shit's great change up. It's an upheaval. It's a hidden, though. That's what they fear here. But I got to tell you, this person played too many mysterious games here. Instead of surrendering to the truth, they kept clinging to something that's going to shock them here. You know, especially when it comes to a third party. and some illusions about a third party and a union that they are clinging to, or going up and down playing a boss. When they don't got no money, this person is not going to look at them the same. CEO, they're going to reject this person. They're going to have bad karma, and this is where the triangulation is going to come in, and somebody going to be moving in a nasty way in this energy and just watching the shit go down. And somebody's moving in a different way right now, packing up and moving on. But I gotta tell you, this shit is not gonna be the way they want it to be when it comes to mystery. Somebody's definitely not gonna just leave in peace. Okay, they definitely ain't gonna leave in peace when it comes to poor choices and kids found living in plorable, uh, plorable conditions. Somebody's got some hidden animosity when it comes to sweet talking somebody. When it comes to sweet talking you, divine feminine, they are in hidden animosity towards you. Okay, especially because they came against you, the chosen one. They came against you. They some cult came against you here, over the moon. Something about pushing to the extreme at a distance. They're pushed to the extreme because of choices at a distance from you. That came out 3 times now. Okay. Okay, okay. That's what I have in my hand. Living in the moment, secret accounts, moving on and letting go and loving you. Legal matters, sweet talk, blocked calls, spams, or texts. Can't seem to read your energy, is what that says to me, getting readings, but they can't read your energy here with popping the question. So, something about, like, to ask you something, they can't. Like this is for a ring, but this is just to me. It's a card with a ring on it, but it's just to ask you a question, like ask you something. Like I gotta pop up and ask you a question or what? Like, because that's like they can't read your energy to me. Because this is like somebody that came against you, so they can't really read your energy. Because at some point they could read your energy as you being their dummy that they would go for like you went for anything with them. So now they can't get you to go for anything with them. Right. Soon, like the signs that they of you healing is here. Like the signs is here. Soon they getting them. Like soon is now. You know what I mean? Like, and this is what I got in my hand: addiction, surrender, dating, courting, anniversary, meeting up, fated meeting, meant to be, destiny, predetermined, and encounter. This is also text message. Somebody could be sending you text messages and you just unread, or they going falling on deaf ears. You moved on. You know, some kind of enigmas here, and some illusions is here, some confusion is here. And I told you how much confusion is here because of these third parties in the mix. Somebody want to take up their cross and forgiveness, but the queen of their world, they sorry that they ever did this shit to you. But I gotta tell you, they're not as sorry as you think. Like, not as sorry as you think. Like, it was all wants, not needs. Some confession. Tell me about, they strive to protect their image here. They're striving to protect their image here. Something's whirling out of control, though. I don't know if their addiction is rolling out of control. I don't know if the affair that they got going and trying to keep that a secret with the two-faced shit here. Something is the same shit, different day with a dirty offer. When it comes to change in a greener grass, when it comes to a fear and a cycle of a romance, quiet strength under off and on, crouch hungry, but it's also good chemistry and a great vibe, positive when it came to a group at first when money was involved. Somebody now secretly pulling back because the person's starting to be bankrupt and with legal problems or something like that. That's scrying energy when it came to a thrill, suffering in silence, somebody that's not got the authority that they had, no, losing control when it comes to procrastinating, the spiraling of a fate when it comes to found by focus, what they focused on when it came to their dark night of the soul. Carlos is here for some reason. Some specific concerns. This just needs some solving here. When it comes to an immature energy. Somebody a cheater when it comes to this situation. Nibbling mouse, anything for clout. When it came to a group of posse, some groupies, some toxic, unhealthy possessiveness or a karmic situation or a lover or family member. Somebody that slowed down y'all relationship with a collision. They crashed out with a third party, or they chased thrills and left you hanging for a third party. They couldn't be, like, they was afraid of intimacy. Somebody, you, they fighting this karmic battle when it comes to a boss daddy about to be broke daddy. Broke daddy. Inside scoop on the same shit, different day, under a cycle, under a spiraled idea. Pay attention to the little things in life as they can grow into something meaningful. Layered growth. The stairs seem endless, just like your creative possibilities. So this is your creative possibilities. They see you growing. Wherever they took you down to this downward spiral, they see you elevate from something downward to an upward spiral today. That's the way they see you. You ain't the same shit, different day. You some new shit on a spiral. You came up. You followed your dreams, you made up your mind, and you believed in yourself. And the day good vibes is now and in the moment. That's like what you want, because they in a chaotic storm doing the same shit they always do. Two-faced it, you know what I mean, clinging to old ways and paranoid that others are seeing them for this and needing to cut the shit off, but motherfuckers is laughing. What they say, what they call that shit, like, we ain't laughing with you, we ain't laughing at you, we laughing with you type shit. Why? This is why you sitting here healing or healed, care, self-care, introspecting and meditating. This person out here and dancing off the chandeliers. You know what I mean? You vacated the premises when it came to this person, place, a thing. You know what I mean? Get away, relaxing, and having fun on your own. This person is stagnant and stuck and at a dead end or frozen with their own spiritual legal issues, or literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking, court, legal, or other paperwork that they dealing with, and then drowning in that shit. You know what I mean? Over their head, overextending themselves, and at rock bottom, because this is where you left them at. You know what I mean? At rock bottom, while you elevated your shit, like, to find somebody new with a soulmate here. They're shattered that that could possibly be the outcome. You know what I mean? But they ain't communicating that because they're it's like blocks. Their communication is blocked. They fear this rejection. Like, they fear with this lack mentality that they can't have what they want, and mad about it too though. Like, they really mad about it and blaming others. They blame themselves too though. Like, I gotta say, because they inner child woundings is here. Somebody did something sexually to them, sexually assaulted early on, unprocessed, past trauma, something that mama did, daddy did, abandonment issues. Shit that you can't help. This shit you can't fix. You know what I mean? This shit that's broken that you can't fix. Shit that a psychiatrist or psychotherapist is somebody like that gotta fix. Like, you can't fix it. You ain't got no PhD unless you got a PhD in that shit. Then, like, you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? You know what you're doing, and you know how to handle people like that. But otherwise, this energy is over your, out of your shit, out of your scope of practice. You know what I mean? Pretty much. This person's bad karma is coming for this shit. So I suggest you back, give it 50 feet, because this shit is, they clinging to this shit. This is the shit they live for. Like, no matter how much they cry in the morning ritual of how they don't want to be here, how they don't like it, and how they this and this and that and that, I gotta tell you that this person is like, I gotta tell you, this motherfucker loves it. Like, they wouldn't have it no other way. Like, they just shocked that you don't like it. You know what I mean? They just shocked that you don't like it. Like, that you ain't playing along. Like, that's the only problem. Like, that, anything else, shit is great. Like, as far as they concerned. Like, the mysterious shit, like, they live for that. But, and since you don't like it, then, like, buzzkill, You know what I mean? Like, buzzkill. I told you what that shit was. And, like, that's the way this person feels. Like, you're a buzzkill. Hey, for real, for real. Like, that's why they avoid you. You a buzzkill to them. You blow their shit. Like, they know they hurt you, but they don't want to be reminded of hurting you every, like, they're reminded of it enough. They don't want to look at you and have to be reminded of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Like, you really want to torture them? Like, sitting in their face, knowing they did you dirty? Like, trifling? You still want to sit in the motherfucking face? Like, that's weird, too. But, okay. That's what you want, and that's what you want. That's the chasing the thrills. They're still chasing the thrills, suffering in silence. Masculine energy is distorted, and they delaying themselves with too busy today. You know what I mean? They too busy winning. Like, whatever they winning, and it ain't winning. I gotta tell you, they not winning, they losing. The shit is spiraling. Okay? The spiraling fate on the whirling change. The shit is coming quick. Even the seasons is changing. The shit is not weird thing. We talked about the wind last night. I told you some days when I go to the beach, it don't have to be the water. It could be the wind. You know what I mean? Like, elements change. Mother Nature changes her mood often. And it just depends on how she's feeling. Do her mood fluctuate? Somebody into you and still hot and cold with you. Like, how is that possible? How could you possibly still be into somebody, right? Hot and cold and into you. And into damn groupies and giving money and obsessed. Now, how can you possibly be all this? Hot and cold, into you, groupies, and giving money and a toxic lover. How could you possibly, and then still be a heartbroken person, still looking for Six of Cups? Still. Six of Cups is breadcrumbing when it comes to the grumpy fairy. Be your true self. How? If you're obsessed of, how? Giving to some groupie energy and still fucked up over you and ghosting you. How? This is what we got. If I separated it, they still got good chemistry and a good vibe for you, into you, with a hot and cold and detached from you, right? Because it's time was time to replenish now. To come back to you, suck off your energy. Because we didn't went dry with these people that think like-minded. We ain't getting nothing off of them because we going to the pits of the hell with the storm here. With the people mad, heartbroken, but now they unprotected, still hitting animosity towards you because you ain't play the fucker game and play chess and checkers with them, and you stepped off the whole damn board with the shit. And I'm holding all this shit, and they can't. And this is how they holding it right now. They're like, this is how their hands is full with the bullshit and mess that they got right now. With how this is with this obsessed lover is sitting here with all this shit in their own hand. With these people that the group think like they think. While you sitting over here, possibly in the arms of another fucking person. And they sitting here causing with all this chaos, and they like, God damn it, how am I sitting here with all this? And they're sitting here with nothing, like, peaceful. That's what I'm trying to say. And these people is laughing at them. The same group that they gathered around, wearing these masks for. This person could look just like this thing. Little small lips, slanty eyes, ugly Chinese bang. You know what I mean? Ugly. Transsexual. Illusion. Okay? Let go of fear and be transparent. Because this person could see whoever this person is ain't who they is. I told you. The into you, this is where they want to be. Into you, hot and cold. But this is what they faking with this other person. They want this with you. Healing so they could come back and lay in your arms and have that same thing with you. But right now, they got to sit over there in unaccountable situations, faking love with somebody, missing you while they sit there, right? And still wonder if you still gonna be theirs. But is our love real? Like, they're still time apart. It's got them questioning this shit. Well, and this is why they sit with the third party there. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, the person can't, like, they study thinking of you. Like, is she still mine? Like, how do we get her? Look, they want forgiveness. Like, God, the fuck? Like, this person is crushing out. Like, when it comes to hope, you will forgive me for all the things that I have done and all the pain which I have caused you. But believe me, my love, that was not my intentions. Like, they like want forgiveness. I know I have hurt you pretty badly with my words and my actions, but I am really truly sorry, my love. Okay? This person is falling apart. Time apart has got them thinking about that. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and the best versions. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I am protecting you from my dark shadow side. Okay, and that's what and that's why y'all hot and cold right now. But in their mind of all minds, in their heart of hearts, in their 5D energy, healed and whole and humble, they feel like y'all love is real. Trust in us in the guidance of our higher realm. Have faith that it is safe to love me as much as I love you. Our union is protected by angels, and we are destined to be together. Our love is true, divine, and unconditional. That's your love is unconditional. Theirs is under bondage and under restraints, because you got third parties that they're still in love and got people in the grumpy phase over them, when you in mine here. I want to tell the honoring path forward toward you, so that I am taking responsibility for my situation first. I am coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I am ready for our new beginning. And they want to come start a new cycle with you, but I got to tell you, you know, like, somebody's in the background that wants to still make love to them. I want to make love to you, which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch and your voice really healed me. When it came to a third party that they would let go of the fear. So some woman is saying let go of the fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There's no more mistakes on this journey, only soul lessons. So this is the person that they learning a lesson with, okay? Everything happens for a reason, and it's safe to be vulnerable with me. And so that's the third party that they went off now feeling dumb for making that choice, being an obsessed lover, chasing thrills at the time, you know what I mean? Now things is hot and cold with you, and they can't seem to get you back in with this karmic battle. Please be patient with me, with my process of growth and changes as I come into my power. I'm making sure that everything has an line so I can be with you. I am serving my I'm severing my ties with my karmic situation and completing a cycle, like closing the door on it, right? Because they want you back. They want to heal what y'all had. They want to be transparent. I see you. I see the real. You see the real me, and that's why I can't hide anything from you. I am struggling sometimes to look you in your eyes, because you see the brown eyed guy. You see right into my soul, and that makes me more vulnerable. Remember that the separation has an illusion. We are together. We are always together. We are drawn together by fate. Trust your intuition. I am working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you soon. Soon came here, but they can't do it yet, because stay strong for me. I am coming home, back home. But the sewer mermaid is here stinking up the place. They can't smell through the stench that's here when it comes to signs. They can't get the smell. They can't. They lost. They like like the cadaver dog has lost the trail. They can't find their way. They're trapped. They see the sewer rat is stinking it up with smells and spells and magic and candle work and things like that. So they're still clinging to you, but they're still under a cult of this being your true self. But they can't be their true self because some witchery shit is in the background. And that's their karma here too. Some witch. She is here. I gotta tell you, the witch is here. She is here creating her havoc and whatever she got going. But I gotta tell you, like, your person is marveling in it. Like they like it. Like they like this shit. I gotta say they like this shit. Hold on, what's they clinging? Who's clinging and missing? Who is this? Always partying. Yeah, they like this shit. Fake smiling, cyber bully, and being a bully online, or in life, in real life, or otherwise, or somebody is bullying them. Okay, running away from somebody that's bullying them. They got proof that they was talking shit about somebody here. Under somebody kissing somebody's ass. Under a spiritual hater hates against your gifts and your spiritual light and your power that irritates their ass. Somebody that's fishing for comments and a grudge holder. Told you that. That was out here fake flexing. I told you as soon as they ain't got no money, these people is going to switch up on them. They already ain't liking them. Happiness hater. Oh yeah, somebody that hate against y'all love. And that's moving on. They already seeing somebody else next. That's causing a bitch fight. Arguments or fighting with them. Causing curses and jinxes in their life. Somebody that they was creeping with creeping here. And you know about it when it comes to creativity and cock blocking with an STD. It don't have to be an STD. That could be those spiritual demons. Talk about that shit here. Somebody keep doing candle magic here. Told you them red candles with death spells. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that's sitting this one out. Somebody that got their own abundance. They sitting this one out. Yeah, you sitting this one out. You ain't trying to catch this shit. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Let them have that contract with whoever they got it. Let them get that old karma coming. Yeah, with this witch. It's dropped right here on the witch. Yeah, which way do they go? Right to the witch. Yeah. Eight of Chalice. They moving off. They got busted with this witch. Somebody got busted with the witch. Going toward the witch. Page. Yeah, that's a little bit of the truth there too. They went toward the witch. The werewolf exploring the wilderness. Tell me about that. Here's somebody that's the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody that they was taking on shopping sprees. Shopping, spending. Hair and nail money. King of Chalice. Somebody that they was emotional for. Somebody that's the Ace of Stakes. That's the truth. That was at stake. Okay, that's what it was at stake. That's the mystery with the witch. It's enigmas, illusions, and confusion. Hit the floor. Don't want you to know. Some lover. Yep, Temperance. That was pouring into him. Queen of Stakes. Somebody now with somebody else was looking into that too. Somebody that they was texting, moving in with. Somebody looking into that. That's a snake. Okay? And then wearing a machine, wearing a mask too. Both of them wearing a mask. All right. But what are they wearing a mask? Oh, how they feel? What? How they feel about your person wanting to be with you? That's the mask. Hidden motives, concealed, disguised, and lying. They lying to your person anyway. And they lying, and they know that they lying to them too. About you. Confused. They confused why this person's still interested in you. And why they resisting them. What you got that, and why they rejecting her. Abandoned, dismissed, or irrational fears. And why that's causing a storm. That's turmoil, causing problems between them and another person over you. A shallow victory, empty or bored. You know what I mean? They're emotionally affected or unstable here. And they want a second chance. I told you there's somebody trying to break the person in, somebody that they hooked up with, somebody calling them back in for a second chance, especially when it came for a shallow victory, telling them that they only want them and they escape from them. some kind of entanglement that was in a mistake, and now they conflicted about something that they abandoned when it came to you, and you putting a finality to it when it came to them out here fake flexing with a third party and some groupies. They exhausted and bitter and hopeless that they could get this shit back on track because they obsessed with infatuations, admirations, and some kind of addictions with third parties. They liking this lifestyle now. They done got caught up or turned out. Yep. And some boundaries now, drawing a line in the sand. Somebody's still longing for you, but they still ain't healed enough to, with the right intentions either, clarity. Somebody that's got grief and some kind of depression, out here being an open heart, receptive to other people, and hopeless and bitter, but they out here escaping with ecstasy and thrills. I told you that shit was out here anyway. Hmm. Yeah, that shit's stressing them the fuck out. And they got a realization here too that they trapped. Yep, chasing these things too. I told you. So that's just that. They caught out here. They like that's shocking to them. Like they never imagined they would get take roll this dice and this shit would get them caught up like this. Like they really caught in a real thing. Like I don't really know if y'all is like get grasping the like full message, like the in depth of this. Yeah, this shit is like a lot of consequences. It's overflowing and a plenty of consequences coming in. Cause and effect energy. Some pregnancy, cosmic wound, the divine feminine. Somebody that they came against with you in your womb. Somebody that's a narcoleptic, fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. When it comes to a moon maiden of new beginnings with a person that's some maiden of the moon that's got them in a damn dust devil, some kind of stagnant energy of a wood wives of adaptability, clinging to some shit that they don't even know what they clinging to, shattered in a situation or circumstance, howling at the damn moon, carless is what I heard. Somebody that's the queen of their world right now. Somebody faking like that. That's who they adapting to. Somebody that's the queen of their world. Deep love, unity, and connection. Turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. Somebody they fake in love with. That's the truth. Queen of Swords. Knight of States. Knight of Wands. Somebody gonna some razorback. Somebody dirty offers this here. Something in a flash. Something happens quick. Something about wonderfully. Some infinite cycle is something happens quick. Count through nature. Resistant. Generosity. Some procrastination and innovation. Stop focusing on your problems and excuses. Make a small step, and do something constructive to come toward you. They got to do something constructive, innovation. They got to be creative, have fun, and experiment, inventing something that surprises and has never existed before. So now they got to try to do something that has never done before to impress you. You know what I mean? Now they got to make a first impression and last impression if that's what they want to get you back on the mask. They got to take this fucking disguise off. You stop. And if they want you to be amused by them, to seek out or act as a positive inspiration and helpful muse to another's creativity, but they're still impressing another person. Place that thing. They're still trying to impress something or someone else. Yeah, worry. Worry is an attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that it will not come to pass. So when it comes to the 57 is 12, the third party, they are worried that things is becoming concealed or a disguise is like somebody's lying to them. Yeah, somebody introspecting here. Where the introspection is often necessary to deepen our awareness of the unity and the dignity of our life. But this person is finding out that this person is in love with you. That's the only thing they can come up with. Explore. They explore high and low, and they ain't found nobody like you. Like they just searched all high and low, and like nothing is matching. Right? Yup. Preparation. Nothing had prepared them more that they wouldn't find nobody else like you. Nothing could prepare them more. Like when it comes to luck, comes often, most often to a person and place where preparation, opportunity, and skills meet. And you had a lot of everything. Preparation, skills. You came with a subtle, like like everything they ever wanted, like, and they didn't even realize it. Like, look, you were so balanced in this person's life with intuition. You were so balanced. You came with everything. You like you could think of everything here, but now game over because they procrastinated here with this situation or circumstance. Allow the unlimited power of your unconscious mind to answer your problems by using symbols, memories, and hunches. And that's what happened. Like, this person know you can help them out of this situation, but they can't even come to you with all these problems that they got. Especially that shit that's the situation is about to explode. Shit is about to pop off, and stuff is in flames. Like they can't even come in here and fake apology because they burnt every bridge. Like cooperation, they can't even come in and with cooperation because they burnt every bridge. Your goal can benefit from your surrounding self with like-minded people. And I told you they around the like-minded people that's a group thinking that it's a group thing, it's a group thing. So they do everything as a group, and these groupies, group people, they all think the same shallowly. You know, they don't think outside the box, they think in the box, and they too generous with their time and place. And you can afford to be generous with the gifts of your time and attention. 3 and 6 and 9 manifested their demise. You know what I mean? They can't manifest you back because 9 said they wasting time doing something else somewhere else. Yeah, start. 9. That's the 9 right there. That says to start. You must start from where you are. Examine your situation and take a chance. They started examining something else, horsing around with something or someone else in the greener pastures. They did something else somewhere else. Yeah, that delayed the situation. Delay. Confront the natural tendencies to delay the finishing of a creative endeavor. 68. 8. They repeated a cycle. 62 said they repeated the cycle. That's 8. To be partners with you. Partnership. Once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. And they did, and they put something else first. That's 6. They started the devil's path. They juggled you. They did something like breadcrumb you here. And transformed the relationship. So that's why the shit is about to explode. And now they feeling like a goddamn donkey. Like stuck. You know what I mean? You may be stuck because you are overly attached to the method of or piece. And that may be a piece of ass that they stuck to. That came in the message earlier too. So take that as a real resonance. Somebody that they got hooked on. You know what I mean? Somebody that made you fade out for with fading flow. Now you did it. Somebody that every step counts. You know what I mean? By the book. Somebody that gonna need a warrant for that. The way to go. You know what I mean? Macy Gray. You know what I mean? Somebody that's in competition or competing or some kind of peacock energy when it comes to growth. Feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. So that's how they grow here. When it's some kind of scuffle here, some kind of counsel here, somebody told you somebody needs some psychotherapy. Seek out counsel for those whose lives and creative work you most admire. They might need some ancient wisdom help. Like shit, this shit might run deep, especially if it's a demon. Shit, you might have to go to the book of Enoch to get the fucking antidote to get that bitch back to the motherfucking pits of hell. You gotta go back and resend them bitches back there. So I don't know how y'all gonna do that, but somebody's still strutting their stuff shattered though, broken and nightmares and a failure here. Some kind of wounding, some ring of fire. They sitting in this shit. They sitting in it, creatively and collectively sitting in it. Shallow, and only you, but that's an illusion. They turned their back on you for the illusion, and wasn't transparent about why they did it. And they land in the lap of somebody else. Hooked up. They hooked up with, obsessed with that person. Somebody that's buried in legal bills. Some Queen of Swords. That's the truth. Somebody that get high with cocaine. They both could get high on crack. They could be 2 crackheads, 2 alcoholics. They both could use substance abuse. You know, booger, sugar. But somebody's still in a life, bisexual, bi-curious. Somebody using somebody as a beard. Yep. That's the happiness hater. Great time and enjoy getting high with each other. That's them how they keep them inebriated. And this is how you're going to trap your person back to coming back in and being with them. Eclipse, yep, in darkness. That's how they trap your person every time. Get them back to come back to that person for sex and a good time. Yeah. Following. Yep. It's a follower, not a leader. Yeah. You will eventually be great. Follow the great people. I told you the people that think like them. Yeah. Courage. That's the strength. That's to keep them going. And that's also a gemstone because they can't have you. They can't. It's a Sodom and Gomorrah. They safeguard against you. They don't want to be near you because you make that the pain. You trigger them. Your light, irritates their ass. Yeah, so they drift around with other people with experiencing life as it comes. And the root of it is because you they disown their real true self. That whatever that spiritual narcolepsy is, that fallen angel energy, that's them, disowning oneself. Yeah. And closing doors on chapters that, should remain open, but they close that doors and shut doors they close. They don't. But the doors of opportunity and things that they should open, they close the door to it. So now they masking some kind of pain or toxic relationship while you live single and rent free in their damn head, wanting to make a proposal to you of love offer or some kind of agreement or love or whatever. But they crushing on some kind of other relationship right now. That is music to their ears right now. Like, they ain't been in your energy, you ain't in their energy, and like until something ain't like until like it they like literally have to hit this real lesson, this relationship, until they literally run out of money and divine timing. It will. Right now, like the anxiety will build, but right, and their heartbreak will intensify, and the party will lessen, but it also say that they'll start ghosting that person too, and then they'll return home. But as you see, it's a stack of things here before they get back home for this ex to return, this lover to return home under social media. Socially, they antisocial, and this is them, hooking up with third parties. And divine intervention said, like, stop while the fuck you at. That motherfucker ain't never gonna change that. Let them stay where the fuck they at. Lost in emotion somewhere else. Lost in emotions. Yeah. Let this finale stay where it is while they dwelling on the past and shatter. Let that shit be what they be in and safeguard against you. You know what I mean? And let them sit over here with these lovers that they chose over you. 6 of Wands, victory, shallow. Tell me about it. Tell me about this compete. Shut this damn door. Somebody's back here doing spell work. Rebuke them in the name of Jesus. Yeah. Somebody that couldn't choose you. 5 of Cups. They crying over why they couldn't choose you. They couldn't choose you because they ain't had a faith in you. They couldn't choose you because they didn't have faith in you. They was too mystic and too... and they was targeted by other people, other witches, other covens, other occults. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that had signs that you were the one, but they was straight. They was some other one faked the pregnancy and strayed them away from you. And they regretting that shit now. 4 Cups. They regretting that shit now. Lady in Red wanting to win at all costs. Queen of Wands seduced the person, but there was a shallow victory for her too. 6 of Wands, because that's a shallow victory, bitch. That's a shallow bitch victory. That was desperate. That was a desperate bit witchcraft move, bitch. Yeah. She gonna pay for that one though, ho. You gonna pay for that one though, ho. You see that though, right? That's gonna backstab. That backfired. You ain't balanced. You might stand here balanced in temperance right now, but I gotta tell you, that shit coming for you, bitch. You see that pentacle right there? Yes. That little bit of pentacle, page, Ace of Pentacles. That's the magic you sent to the divine feminine, right? She gonna use that same magic to transmute that energy to her. You watch. That's she put your shit on. She took your hat off for balance. You try to take her energy, she muted it, transmuted it. These clown assholes. Look, that's you getting wounded after they sent the fucking spell to you. That's you that's her leaving her hat, and you taking the magic that they sent to you to make it backfire to them. under 9 of Wands. That's why they got them motherfucking nightmares, because you see through they fucking shit. That all the shit they sent to you, that's all the weapons that they were sending to you. Not Donald. That when it came to 10 of Wands, when they was trying to deceive you and backstab you. Yeah, this is you up at night over the shit. Couldn't figure out why you was up at night, why you was having all this different shit happen. Because these motherfuckers was sending spells to you, burying shit. Could be putting shit in your yard, burying dead dogs or burying dead birds and shit in your yard, putting death spells and shit over it. Some pregnant fucking woman, some fucking bitch that wanted to win when it came to the Queen of Cups. Wanted you to be in your emotions about her taking your man. Some werewolf, somebody that's in the wilderness, somebody that don't even want her, somebody that's is not the future, somebody that is not the future, somebody that's a distraction with the blind spot, and not even in the blind spot no more. She's in reverse. She's not even in the blind spot. Talk about this veil. Talk about the exploring the wilderness. Who is this? Somebody that's a liar with the storyteller here. Somebody that's broken in the failure. Who is that? Somebody that's magical tools of they use a lot of spell work. Some kind of rituals. The ritual was against you. That's against you. That's the ritual. Yeah, they old ones is just them fucking honoring people. They told me how much they was honoring this person that's hung up over you. That's why they fucking with you. Because they can't understand why this person is hung up over you. You gon' and your angels and your guides, they can't figure out how this person is so hung with annotations. I told you that was what was crossing. These other people is wondering, even old hags is coming in for your ass. Who is these people? Hold on, y'all, real quick. Let me see who these people is. They doing moon magic against your asses. Hold this. 3, 6. They couldn't manifest you because that's the third party. Okay, they couldn't manifest against you because this person was hooked on you. They couldn't manifest him being with them because this person's mind was stuck on you. Yeah, that's a message of concern right there. 8 of Wands. The bird said, yeah, you was... Yeah, they gonna Grim Reapers here too with the death. Veiled future. They ain't got no future with this person. This ain't... Yeah, this person is heartbroken. They can't get nothing out of this person. No, this person still want happiness with you. This person coming back towards you. Yeah, they can't mess with this. This person gonna take a journey back towards you. They gonna pour it. They want to come back to you. I told you when they was sitting in the third part in the 2 of Wands, they coming back towards you. Nah. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, nah. They got the idea to come back toward what y'all got. Even though 3 of Wands say it surveys something else in the world, another woman, person, place, a thing, and they bind it to that person too. They say Spirit said they might be binded to that person in a third party situation. This person is in a third triangulation, and 9 of Wands, and they in a COVID. They've been sacrificed, and that's the Tower. They've been sacrificed. And somebody's the wounded warrior. So the one that's after this veiled future, they said that she's wounded. And so this person ain't focused on her right now. Somebody else is being focused on. Somebody else. Let's see who's focused on. 3 of Water. Somebody that is in a third party with somebody else. Duck, goose. Somebody else is out here. Somebody out here barren or blocking some witch out. Grounding. They blocking some Mother Earth out that got a baby. Somebody that got a family that they entangled with. Somebody that they hiding the subject from. Yep, they entangled with this and down at the bottom of this bottomless pit doing something. Addictions and shit here. Tell me more about this down here. Goddess of fire. Somebody's still stirring the cauldron here. When it comes to a craft, some greener grass or some still 9 of Pentacles. Still trying to find a way back to you. And this shit is back. This is about to start a new beginning. But this shit, they still on the toxic path, the Ace of Air. So, the wind gonna change. This is harp. This is inspired. But somebody's still a prey. Craftsman of Earth. They gotta put a death to this toxic shit here. See this dead skull here? They gotta put a death to this toxic waste. This they gotta whatever this mushroom, fungus, whatever this shit is, and whatever they're stirring back here in this energy back here with this medicine woman, fire, passion, some woman, intimacy, confiding in something or some woman, a person, shattered over, blind spot, differences. What's the differences? They hung up. High priestess, you know why they hung up too, though. Now you know why their money ain't right. And the page of cups, their emotions ain't right. They want to offer to you, though. They want to offer you some love. Six of Wands, a short victory, but it's small. They just want to sleep with you. Because they sleeping with somebody else there. Can and they with some material gain that somebody that they in a relationship with. They just want to come back and see if they can. Just to talk. That's the just to stir you up. To see if they can fuck with you. Strength. They ain't got no strength to stay. They ain't even got the strength to be with you. They don't even deserve you. Cut it off. It's a death. It's over. Justice is unjust. They got conflict. There's too much conflict, and they carrying a fuck up burden. And they said, you know what I mean? Eight of Wands is message of concern to warn you, don't fuck around with it. They want to amuse off you. They looking at you as some alluring thing to cock block you. Shit ain't fine for them. They walk away. I ain't hit this. Eight of Swords, blinded to the truth. I saw an ant run across my cards. Yeah, they still celebrating with the third party, okay? Somebody that's a wounded warrior, some bitch in the background. Somebody that is still fighting for their love with your person. Still fighting. I mean, literally, she'll fight you. Bitch fight here. So she'll want to fight you for this person. Especially if this person comes towards you and she knows where you live. Somebody with a big butt and thinks it's about her ass. Okay? Somebody that's orbit this way. They want him to orbit to her way. Yada yada. When it comes to a xylophone. Somebody that had their baby. Somebody that could be pregnant. Somebody that is bullshit. And somebody is loyal. So your person looks at this person as bullshit. One of y'all is bullshit. One of y'all was loyal on the King of Pentacles. And they fed the bull, but they still wanted you to sit and be loyal. That's how that went. And that shit was fishy. Because this bitch is fishing for fucking comments, fishing for attention. And you know it with the high priestess why this person is hung up on you and on your person. Okay? Under proposal. They want something. This could be somebody's. I don't even fucking know. Y'all getting on my nerves now. Shit, y'all getting on my nerves now. High priestess. High priestess is here. Somebody like Nine of Wands. Somebody that's still caught up on you. And the shit about to erupt in somebody's face that they caught up on you. It's about to erupt in somebody's face that somebody's a DL man. And that's up and down. And that's some fucking tea, too. Yeah, they getting around with each other in the car, too. Yeah, same lover, same sex, too. Yeah, I'm free to of your bullshit. Somebody that is free from the bullshit, you ain't gonna probably want to hear this shit. Like, this shit is so toxic and just disgusting. Like, this is the shit they chasing. Like, it's like, do you really want to hear this bullshit? Like, this shit is so... A wolf in sheep's clothing and an imposter. Like, what the fuck? Chasing, wolf in sheep's clothing, wasting time, bad reputation, getting played out, love on the brain when it comes to you, leaping in love, thinking about you. But you aren't fucking bothered. You don't give two high priestess. You would sit here like, I'm fucking unbothered. You ignored me. You gave me a dirty offer. You was in your fragile ass ego. Like, I got screenshots of you fucking around. Being a fucking clout chaser. Doing shit for the nibbling mouse way. For scare tactics. And that's the inside scoop. Like, I'm moving in silence now. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. You rejected it. I'm rising up. Shit, they over here getting bad fucking habits and fucking imposter and some kind of romantic love affair and some drama with some bitch in the background putting on a fucking show. Fucking you dodged a goddamn bullet with them because this is only somebody here to steal people's fucking love. Hustling bitches for fucking a good time and fucking some material hustler. Some bitch is about to threaten this bitch's life. Another person, I told you somebody here. And that's why they sitting up crying over you because somebody else is threatening them with digging up some shit on them with a karmic friends. Somebody that's a happiness hater. Somebody that they moved on and thank you next with. Well, that's how it goes when it comes to them being in their head. Well, that's a sign in the synchronicity, y'all. I'm going to say I'm going to catch you guys a little later. I thank you guys for joining me. Namaste. And now I must go. Bye, guys.